What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
Like, that is how I feel about feet, is how you feel about knees.
And it fucking went on.
When I'm telling you something,
when I say
stop
all day
whispering.
long,
I know, really loud.
I know.
I know.
You could hear the
But it's
screaming
quite,
in the hall
I think it's
and
quite
on the back.
nice to
So now,
analyse yourself of who you are really, because half the
Who you
shit
are,
I
mate.
do, I don't even realise, mate.
Don't say anything.
Who am I really?
Yeah, I don't realise. I thought I was more. I thought I spoke more common than I actually do.
Mandela effect, not Mandela. Yes, Mandela effects for you. Yeah. So.
And I wasn't sure about this hairstyle, but I don't mind it.
We're gonna do the Matrix.
Yeah.
We've got enough for
Yeah.
2 hours.
We've got enough for 2 hours. Alright. Show me the dick. Oh, that man sent us a.
Frederico.
Oh, Frederico.
Commented on a post.
This is the champagne tour.
Oh.
Check out. I sent
Hello,
Hello,
middle agers.
Website. We've noticed we do 3 different packages. Each package, I mean, the cheapest that I saw was 1-2. You'll notice 3 different packages each that upgrade perks such as bottles paid for by us, choosing the type of transport. Well, we're walking if we're spending all that on champagne.
What's paid for by bottles you buy paid for by us?
He spoke about helicopter ride as well. Never
Was
done
he coming to
that.
pick us up in a helicopter?
Should we ask?
Will you pick us up in a helicopter?
Come on, cheer up. We'll be like, show me the duck. Where's the duck?
Pass me my coffee, please.
This one.
Uh-huh.
So, unless you send us a dick pic, we're not interested.
Now, if we get a dick pic, we're over.
We're over.
Oh,
What?
no.
I don't have a dick.
He cannot send a dick pic.
No, I haven't asked for one, babe. Not yet. Here you go. Champagne experience. I mean, it looks incredible. Here, look, air conditioning, transport with hotel pickups. So we don't even stay there. Lunch and tastings across. I mean, we'd be paralytic, wouldn't we? Exclusive.
Wow.
Yeah. Listen, it looks incredible.
It's
And
beautiful.
when we start making good money, yes, I definitely, if we're going to go to Paris, then I think it's definitely something that we should look at doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, unless it's all expensive paid.
Yeah. I would definitely.
And they don't expect us
Yeah.
to get our feet out for it.
I would even. I don't know. When I saw the 1-4, I almost was like, yeah, okay. But then I think even if it's just a tour with no champagne, and then we can give our opinion. I get what they're trying to do. They've seen that we're funny and they like that, which I think is really sweet. This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold down. Your turn. Sticker.
Bring them up here.
No, it's stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around! And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Somebody that stick around, round, round, round. Stick around. Do you reckon they'll play that on Saturday night when we're out?
We can request it. I mean, he did say disco.
Oh yeah, I wonder why he's put disco.
Oh, you've got the phone. You look. What did it say?
What am I looking
did
at?
It, say
It did say disco. You went, look, you see, he says disco.
Yeah, why did it say house disco? Disco house. House.
I didn't
tech.
read it. I was
Disco
just like,
tech.
yeah.
Disco tech. I got a stalky one.
Oh, I like that. Is it true off my chest? No.
It's
I can't even read it. Extra Monsons. Extra chromosomes. X chromosomes. I quite like that. Am I going first? You started the last one, remember? You went, no, I was starting. I was like, no, I always start it. So you started.
Did I start?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this is cheating, a cheating story.
All right.
You're
Shall
like,
we say hi?
hello, cheaters. Oh, sorry, you mean that. But also, hello cheaters, like and follow, subscribe for more content.
Honestly, and you're worried about me.
We know it's too
You
late
are
for me.
worried
Save yourself.
about me.
Okay. I don't know why. I do like, I told you, my brain just goes off in places and I just go with it. Right. Do
Hello.
you want to do that bit?
No.
Oh, yeah, see, it don't feel natural
No, you
going
don't.
that way. No, because we go that way. Hello and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host, Ellie.
Oh. And I'm Emily. And today we're going to be looking at some Reddit posts.
Yeah, that we liked.
That we liked. True off our chest.
Yeah, I've
Some
got
stalking.
some cheater stories.
Cheating. And am I the arseholes?
Yeah, they're always the arsehole. But we're also
Bit of a
arseholes.
mix.
So we're all right with that. Yeah, join in, buckle in the car,
Saddle up.
saddle up. That takes me back to our first one.
This ain't Texas.
Woo!
In autumn.
Woo! Stick around, round. Stick around, and I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come, woo! Down. Right, anyway. So, that's our intro. Right. My wife.
Welcome.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Oh my God. I reckon I could do a really good American accent.
I couldn't keep it up.
I could keep it up. Do you remember sometimes when we go out, sometimes I want to do different accents. Sometimes I want to be Australian.
Yeah, but I find that we only ever say the same thing over and over.
You're right, mate. And then American.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No way.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Oh my God. And what else?
That's
I feel like the rest would get us cancelled and we ain't even started yet. Right. My wife cheated on our anniversary
Ugh.
with her best friend's husband. I mean, just the title alone is like,
You
what
made
is
my whole
wrong with
sentence.
you? Just before we start, right? Just before we start about cheaters. So I am married 20 years this year. Have I ever thought about cheating? You know, definitely. You've got Thor, you've got Iron Man, throw the Hulk in there, Captain America. Yes, of course, everybody. And it's nice to have a little bit of a flirt. But it is not okay to cross the line and cheat on your partners. If you don't want to be with someone, just finish with them. Because
Finish
life,
with them.
I mean, I've watched it from my friends. Lives are
Own your
destroyed.
shit and be honest about it. That's
Right.
it.
If you don't want to carry
You only
on,
get one life as well.
you know as well what I've started.
Why would you want to destroy somebody?
I don't really understand, especially if you say you love them. I tell you what else I have noticed. A lot of people that don't want to cheat are now trying to opt for open relationships.
Mm.
It's fine that we don't agree with it, and if it works for them, that's absolutely cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it destroys your relationship.
It does, because what you're finding is the one that's open, like that's been, can we please open the relationship? What I'm noticing in these stories, because obviously now we're doing the podcast, we read through a lot of stories, is that they open this relationship, then the
They're
one,
bored.
literally, then the one that opened the relationship then sleeps with the co-worker or friend or whoever it is that they've met, but then the party, generally normally the wife, doesn't want to do it, but then eventually bends to do it because they end up feeling so shit that then, yes, they're like, okay, let's try this properly. That they're out there getting laid, having fun or whatever. Then the husband doesn't like it and wants to close the relationship, but it's too late.
It's damaged.
It's damaged,
Damage is
and
done.
you have made her feel so shit. I'm not saying it's always the husband that opens the relationship. Sometimes it is the
Yeah,
women.
that was just an example.
Yeah, it's the most common example that I have read, is fair to say. Then the man doesn't like it because it's now you feel like you're sharing and that's not fair or whatever.
Yeah, and she's enjoying it more than you expected.
That's right.
her
So
to.
either suck it up and stay with them, or if you're not in love and you want to move on, that's okay too. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Be honest.
be kind. Always be
own it.
kind, especially if you've got like kids and that together. Like, there's no need for such hurt. I don't think so.
No, there's not.
So anyway, that was my little rant about cheating. So My wife cheated on our anniversary with her best friend's husband. Buckle in. You ready? We can see that Emily's very annoyed by this already. Hey, Reddit. I know.
Cheaters equal liars, and I hate liars.
Exactly.
I hate liars.
I never thought I'd be here, but I need to get this off my chest. This is a throwaway account for obvious reasons. Here's my story of how I discovered my wife was cheating on me on our anniversary of all days. I know. My 34 male, wife 32 female, and I have been married for 7 years. It's a 7-year itch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say
Yeah. I knew you were excited. I saw the little light bulb above your head then. We have 2 beautiful kids, aged 5 and 3, so just babies. For the most part, our marriage has been great, or so I thought. Last month, we celebrated our 7th wedding anniversary. I planned a romantic weekend getaway to a cabin in the mountains. Oh my God.
I'm
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Beautiful. Where are these men? Because that's what she needs. It's
They're
like a,
getting shit on.
yeah. So please apply below.
If you've got a cabin in the mountains.
You've got a cabin.
But you're not a serious
Or
killer.
you're this hiker that we're following up the mountains.
No, we're not. He's got a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
But we can still follow him.
We're still following him.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully with a great distance. Right. It was supposed to be just the 2 of us. No kids, no distractions, just quality time together. In the weeks leading up to the trip, I noticed she was acting distant. She was always on her phone, giggling at messages and being sensitive about who she was talking to. When I asked her, she brushed it off, saying it was just her friends from work. Fast forward to our anniversary weekend. We got to the cabin and everything seemed perfect at first. Excuse me. But she was glued to her phone the entire time. I tried to ignore it, thinking maybe she was just having a hard time unplugging from work. On the second night, she fell asleep with her phone unlocked. I knew it's a breach of privacy, but my gut was screaming at me and something was wrong. I picked up her phone and found a series of texts between her and a guy named Brian.
He sounds like a prat.
Yeah, Brian. I mean, it's like we hate all Brians, but we don't. It's this Brian. The texts were explicit, leaving no doubt that they were having an affair. They even joked about meeting up while we were supposed to be on our anniversary trip. Nice. Here's where it gets worse. I recognised the phone number. Brian wasn't just some guy from work. He was my wife's best friend's husband. I mean, I knew that was coming, but I'd forgotten because I'm invested. They had been coming over for barbecues, double dates, and our kids' birthdays parties for years. I felt sick. I didn't confront her immediately because I don't want to ruin the weekend. Instead, I quietly took screenshots of the conversation and sent them to myself. I wouldn't be able to sleep with that person. When we got back home, I confronted her. She broke down in tears and admitted everything. They had been sneaking around for months, using every excuse in the book to meet up. She said she was sorry and begged for forgiveness, but I was too hurt to think straight. To add salt to the wound, her best friend called me the next day. Apparently she found out, oh my God, she found out too, and wanted to make sure I knew what was going on. It turns out their affair had been going on right under our noses, even while we were all hanging out together as a couple. It's fucking disgusting. I took some time to process everything and decided to take a break. I moved in with my brother for a while to clear my head. We've been going to marriage counselling, don't bother love, since then, but I don't know if I can trust her again. Our kids are my top priority and trying to keep things as normal as possible for their sake. But inside I'm a mess. I loved her more than anything and she betrayed and shattered me. Here's has anyone been through something similar? How did you cope? Is it possible to rebuild trust after something like this? Any advice would be appreciated. There is a small update, but I don't know if I've got to find it. So I don't know if you want to give your thoughts on this first.
There is nothing worse than finding out in such a way, and they're just there pretending. And worse that you know that person.
I know.
You've met that person. You know that person.
I just don't.
They know you. They've been in your home. They've been around your kids.
I don't know why people cause so much pain. That is the biggest thing for me. You know, after watching what you've been through, yeah. So we all know I'm the psycho mate in the group. We all know, obviously, our rant on the phone to you, and that is my way of coping with what you're going through. That is how. So by yelling and having a go at you, I'm not having a go and yelling at you, which you know.
Yeah.
I am.
Some people need to do that.
Yeah, and that is how I cope. And I just think, I mean, obviously, you know, my morals on the situation anyway were very similar in that aspect of, you know, when you commit to someone, that's it. It's as simple as that. Unless you are in an open relationship, which neither of us were or have been, then this hurt and betrayal put on other people is so disgusting. I'm filled with so much disdain from all of that behaviour that I struggle to find any aspect of understanding. I really do.
I don't think that person deserves forgiveness. Like, forgive yourself.
Yeah.
And move on.
You think he needs to forgive himself? In what context?
He will blame himself. Did I do something wrong? What was I doing? What was I not giving them? What, this, that, and the... He will beat himself up.
Yeah.
He needs to forgive himself because it's not him. It's not him. It's her. It's them. And at the end of the day, they're spineless because not only have they destroyed their partner, but they've destroyed their family unit.
Yeah.
And clearly to them, it wasn't strong enough anyway. That's why they were looking elsewhere. But they are low beings.
I actually...
To be able to do that to other people.
Part of me actually, you know, a lot of time thinks that cheating actually comes from an insecure place.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So, you know, it doesn't mean that I am secure within myself.
He must forgive himself.
Yeah.
He will blame himself.
Yeah. And it's not, you know, people say it takes two to break up a marriage. It takes two to make a... And don't get me wrong, it does. It takes two in every single set of circumstance. And maybe after having two children, because you know what it's like having after... I mean, my eldest son was £10, 15 ounces. So it was the same as carrying twins. So yes, my stomach has been stretched out. My figure is nowhere near what it used to be, whatever. But I'm lucky enough that my husband made me feel just as beautiful as I've felt with him before and how I feel with him after. I'm very secure that he loves me, I love him. And another reason that I have never cheated, I could never hurt him in that way ever. I just couldn't do it. And that is how much I love him. And that is why I say to you, I would never, you know, if anything happened to Paul, because my husband's not a well man, or we separated, I would never give myself like that because it's too exhausting. It's exhausting. Yeah, especially for someone to turn around and hurt you in that way. It really angers me. Like I say, can't relate. I've only been there and, you know, watched you go through it and whatever. And all I could do was be there for you and try to understand the best way I can. But I find it devastating.
It is.
Just separate, especially with kids.
Yeah.
Because everything is ripped apart. Everything is done now. And, you know, there is a small update.
When there isn't kids, it's easier to separate. This isn't working for me. Let's go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Fine. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Fine. Does it hurt? Yeah. Am I going to cry about it? Maybe a little bit, but
You know.
probably not as much as if I find out via somebody else that you've fucked around.
Yeah, and you know what's worse? That we haven't even
And
dropped on.
You,
Are we going to say the same
I
thing?
don't know.
Are you going to say that's her best mate's bloke?
No, not even bothered about it being her best
Oh,
mate,
look,
though.
right. So for
She's
me,
she's scum.
so what some of you don't
She's
know
scum.
is we talk about. In fact, Jenna has probably been featured on every. So I have been. You'll meet Jenna, and we go through all
She
this
needs to
all
wear a
again.
crown when
She
she
needs to
comes,
because
like,
we.
ta-ta!
When there's a story, she's generally involved, right? She's honestly she's a blast. So I've known Jenna since I was 6 years old, and we've been best mates ever since. Like we get on well, we're quite similar, and Emily's wonderful brother Adam is married to Jenna. That's not how we know each other. We know each other from school, but it's like a full circle. I did have a full fucking point there. Yeah, sorry, that's it. Right. So my point is, so Adam, because me and Jenna are so close, and anyone that there's a group of 7 of us, and anyone that they date becomes like my brother-in-law. That's how I feel about them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So to me, it feels like incest. So I do know some people as well that their best mate went off with their ex. I've told you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I'm like, that's incest, bruv, right? Because I just can't get my head round that, like, for me, for example, like, Adam is like my brother. He's not my brother, but he's like my brother, like my brother-in-law. So to even think about going with him makes me physically sick, because to look at your best friend's partner in a way, like any of you in our group of 7, to look at your partners in a sexual way or a flirt or anything like that, just I cannot.
No.
My brain don't even go that way.
No.
Because all our children, they're all my nieces and nephews. Like, that is how I look at it. So for me, that whole concept to me makes the whole situation of her cheating even worse. Because you're my best friend, you're the love of my life, and bitch is shagging.
And, yeah, you should be able to trust those 2 people
More than anyone.
in the room together
Right.
on their own.
Right. But not only are you betraying your best friend, you are betraying your husband. Make it make sense. So
Potentially also your
as
best
a
friend.
person, right. So as a person, you might be the worst type of person there is, right?
Disgusting.
You know what I mean? Surely it's got to be, I don't know, but surely it's got to be better if your husband, partner cheats with someone you don't know than had it been with someone that you do know.
Yeah, because there's that potential. If they don't know you, you've never met them.
Yeah.
That there's a potential that they didn't even know they're married, or
Right.
you know, they're living that second
Or,
life.
yeah, or if they do, you're like a wall to them because they don't know you.
Yeah.
And it's
Or they've heard a story, like they've tried to be without you, but you're
a psychopath.
yeah.
I mean,
we're all psycho.
we read a lot of that as well. Like a lot, they're a psycho, and it's like, are they though? And as well, like I noticed from stories of people cheating and whatever, and then we go into stories about kids and this, that, and the other, and I think, although the ex may be a psycho, as the person claims, perhaps sometimes it might be worth listening to what they're saying, just to have it there in the back of your mind that they are saying this stuff for a reason. Not saying that all people aren't, like there are some crazy people out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes what this ex is trying to tell you, they are trying to save you, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Anyway, sorry, as we do normally go off on tangents, because, you know, we're old, we're wise, yeah? We've got a lot to say. We've lived, and we've got the odd grey hair here and there. Do you?
No.
Come, let's have a look.
Go on then.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
Where?
Here.
No, I don't.
There's one there.
Fuck
There's
off.
none. There's none.
I
I've
know.
definitely got the odd few. Or I think, because before I was 40 in February, I don't think I saw any. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm really great. Do you see? There's no greys in mine, is
I
there?
can't see any of yours.
No.
I ain't even gonna lie.
There is one. You don't have to lie.
There is, but it's like this long.
Oh, okay. It's a new one. It's come to punish me. It's because I plucked one, so 40 are coming to the funeral. Look, she's going right through now. Is it thicker?
Oh, where's it gone? Oh, you can't even see it.
No, it's gone.
It's not even there.
Yeah, so...
Can't see it. It's not.
But my mum passed away at 57, and it was weird because the top of her hair was grey, and then all the way underneath was her natural colour.
But look at my mum. My mum is salt and pepper.
Your mum is a lovely colour grey.
Salt and pepper.
I
She's
think
been
it's
like
very
that
pretty.
for, oh my God, I don't know, years. Absolute.
I think it's actually
well
pretty.
over 10 years.
Right, shall I get to
Probably
the
longer.
update?
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, sorry everyone. This is why our episodes are becoming longer and longer. You're
Fucking
welcome.
things.
Right, my wife cheated on our anniversary with her best friend's husband. Update 1. It doesn't look like there's any more updates, and it has some adult content. It made me open, like, that I agree to over 18 stuff. So I don't know what I'm reading, but here we go. I recently posted about a really tough situation I'm going through. I struggle with what to do next and would really appreciate some advice. If you could take a moment to read my original post and leave your thoughts and comments here. How is that an update? Let me go on his comments. That was weird. Let me go on his... Sorry. See if he... Here we go. It says, hey everyone. Hey everyone. As you all know, this just happened last month. Here we go. Sorry. It's because it's in the thread and it's not actually in the section itself. This happened just last month. Since then, I've been avoiding any conversations with her that isn't about the kids. She's been blowing up my phone, telling me how much she loves me. Of course she has. She loves him this week. And begging me to come back home. She says there's something important she needs to tell me face to face.
She's pregnant.
I know. Anyway, honestly, I'm not ready to stand in front of her yet. The pain is just so raw. We tried going to marriage counselling, but I'm disconnected it after just 2 sessions. It was the overwhelmingness for me. I visited my kids almost every day and we spend time together. Exactly. But I can't bring myself to go inside the house. Then yesterday I got an unexpected text from her best friend. She said she needed to talk to me urgently about something. I don't know yet. Now I'm torn. Should I hear her out or just walk away?
Talk to the best friend. Don't talk to her.
Exactly.
Are they even still best friends?
I doubt it,
Or
but
is this just a best
whatever.
friend?
She's either ill or pregnant. That's what's going on. I'm not sure what to think, and I honestly scared of what else I might uncover. Thank you, everyone. I mean, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to save his thread in case he ever comes back and does. It was only 8 days ago, so I'm going to save the full thread. And then if we get an update, if he updates with whatever this news is, then we will include the full story again in a new one of updates. So sometimes they come on and put them on later. So we'll do that, poor bloke. So yeah, I mean, I feel like we've covered everything there is to be said about it. You look like you're going to reach down Reddit and punch her in the face. But don't do it. No, I know. It's just the lowest of the lows. So I reckon she's either ill, especially if the best mates.
She's not fucking ill.
You don't reckon? You reckon she's pregnant?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
But then why would
I
the
don't
best
know.
friend be like, there's something we need to talk about urgently? See what I mean?
I don't know, but what is this the best mates that she's been cheating on, or is this
I don't
a
know.
new best mate? Because like someone needs to support her.
I don't know.
She ain't got my support. She's got my middle finger.
Yeah, suck on it. Or sit and swivel.
Swivel.
Yeah. Go on. I know.
I fucking hate people. that
I
cheat.
know. So do I.
The lies, the content.
It's too much.
have not got time for people like that. Don't like it. Don't like.
Yeah,
I
I don't like her.
I don't like it. I think the worst thing is when I get angry, I go quiet, and actually, I can't express to you how angry I am.
I know, and that's when I start yelling at you.
And then I start watching them back, and then I'm like, and this, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, why didn't I just say that? Because at the time, I like choked up with anger.
I do, but that is the difference of people, isn't it? Me, I'm like straight out there, 1,000 faults, blah, 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 without even thinking of what I'm saying. I'm like, I fire, whereas you will take it in, process, and then go from there. And that's just the way of the world. That is why we're doing the podcast together. We're different people. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes it work. But, you know, it's not always good to just be, you know, like in a bad situation, I'm going to blow up and react, right? And you're going to be more reserved and take time to process that. Whereas my eyes will...
Sometimes it takes too long and it's past, and I'm now
kicking
ready
yourself.
I'm now ready to say what I want to say, and actually I haven't said it, and it's kind of too late to say it because it's like, and one more thing,
Yeah.
and it's gone. But
yeah,
I think I've sort of, I try to keep the peace. I always have tried to keep the peace, and sometimes I shouldn't have kept the peace. And then part of my quietness in my anger is also, you don't deserve the breath.
yeah,
You don't deserve anything from me.
no,
So take your silly self.
yeah. I tend to, I'm not like, it's weird because obviously we all know I'm mouthy and I swear a lot, but when I'm in an argument or confrontation, it's very strange. Like my brain connects, there's no swearing, there's so much calmness. I mean, you've seen me. There's all this calmness that comes over me, and then I start laughing, and the more agitated and irritated someone gets, the more I find it funny. Then the eyes lock, and then people are like, oh my God, you look like a psycho. And I'm like, oh, you have no idea. No idea. Oh. Right. Go, my love.
Okay, so mine's Stalky. Stalky.
Stucky.
So I've been stalked by the same creep for 8 years, and I have no way to make it stop.
Oh my God.
I don't know how good this is. I just really like the title.
Yeah.
I mean, can you say it's good? Is it a good story? When you're being stalked?
It's entertaining, so you can say that. It's not a good story, but it
was It was really entertaining.
Yeah.
And you got stalked.
Yeah, but it is entertaining because we're just trying to get viewers, right? So, you know, it's entertaining. But that is the whole point about giving our opinion, is that we're like, oh my God, send help.
Right.
Sorry, I know my leg's bothering you.
This is going to be one of those non-feel-good posts.
Yay!
Where I vent about being powerless in an absolute situation.
Situation.
A situation. It says situation.
Yeah, situation. I like it. This is a situation, isn't it?
I know a few of those, and I've been in those
situations. Yeah. On a daily.
I, female, 29, have been stalked by the same man, male, 47. She's guessing, there's a question mark. For about 8 years now. All of it is done via email these days.
Back in my day, it would have been the home phone.
It started when I was about 21 and we worked in the same place. My job was to answer phones at that place, and one day he started using his lunch break to sit in a parking lot across the street and call the phone of our business literally every 5 seconds for the whole hour he was out there.
As you do.
I mean, I'd rather be eating a sandwich, surely.
Back then it would have been minutes.
And that would have...
It would have cost a lot of money. It would have cost a lot of money. It's a lot of effort he went to.
Goodness. Twice he sent flowers to my job for me, but used my email address to send them. I tried calling Flower Place and they said they couldn't tell me the name on the credit card.
They're not
are
allowed
they?
to, no.
Several times after work, I would be sitting in traffic to see that he was following me. He lived in the complete opposite direction and would follow me and try to make eye contact before turning off the road and leaving.
Why didn't he just go up and talk to her?
That's just standard.
Okay, it's just
surely.
standard stalking. Yeah, talk. I need to
Why would he? Because this is clearly more fun
yeah.
and time consuming.
Instead of, hi, I'm interested. I'm not interested.
Just-
okay,
yeah.
thanks. I'll move on. No. Okay.
Or maybe I will just go marry your sister or something.
From an earlier episode. Yeah, just do that. That sounds like the way forward. You know what? Fuck it. Go for the brother.
After a few months of unsuccessful interventions by my employer, I quit. After that, the emails started. At first, they came from his personal email. Then he started making new emails. All of the emails had the year he was born in them, like his personal email. I think he did that so I would know it was him. I have been getting these emails for years. Sometimes they are angry but not violent. Sometimes they are not. One time he emailed asking if I would spend the night with him for $1,000. I was young.
What's his name? Where?
$1,000, is that it? I was young, alone, and living in the city, and eventually I just never felt safe in the city, so I moved. Far. I made myself ungoogleable. I did that.
Say ungoogleable.
Ungoogleable.
You're very Googleable now. We actually come up first.
Yeah, it's because of you I'm now Googleable. But
Why did you do that?
because I was being stalked.
Oh, okay. Well, it was more of a hate crime than stalk.
Oh,
It was more of a hate crime.
yeah.
You're
but-
very Googleable now. No, middle-aged opinion is Googleable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not me.
Well, you come straight up. You're in the picture with me.
Yeah, but it's not me, it's us.
Have you ever Googled me?
No.
Oh. Okay, carry on. I did modelling, so
I know, it's on my little board in my mum's house.
you should give
Anyway.
it a Google.
Give it a
Googling.
Googleable, and got rid of privatized all of my social media. So either got rid of all. I moved to Texas
This ain't Texas.
after graduating from college and become a teacher.
Nice.
The emails are still coming. A few months ago, he made a LinkedIn profile for me
No.
using my work email.
I heard that as well.
Yeah. I only found out because I got the notification and a separate email from him basically letting me know that he knows where I work and live.
Oh my
I
God.
just got another one that says he's visiting my city soon and he can't wait to see me.
I feel like she needs to go to the police. That they won't do
Like
anything.
that.
Yeah.
He's just a frustrated man. We know
Yeah.
this, right?
It's not his fault.
He's just frustrated.
You wore that, so you're clearly giving him a sign.
Why didn't you report it earlier?
Yeah, you're such a hooker.
Anyway, what can I do with all of this information to help myself? Go to the fucking police.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like America are a little bit more on it, if I'm honest.
Well, you would think.
Yeah.
I have the email saved. I went to the police back when everything first started happening and was told basically there was nothing I could do.
Fair enough.
The detective... No, they're just waiting for them to be dead.
Yeah,
You know, there's
yeah.
no prevent in the
Course,
world.
yeah.
It's not about prevent anymore.
Yeah, but isn't America, you're allowed to carry an armed weapon, a gun?
Only in certain states.
Okay. I don't know what Texas is.
I reckon it's all a bit cowboy-y.
I
think you're
feel
allowed
like,
two in
yeah.
the pocket.
I mean, yeah, that's a Western film, but yeah, no,
It's
I
still Texas.
feel like it's not a bad idea at this point.
The detective I spoke. Hold on. Yeah, the detective I spoke with said that stalking laws are built around domestic abuse laws, and since we were never in a relationship, there wasn't anything I could do unless this guy actually threatened or hurt me.
Okay.
I don't want either of those things to ever happen, and I have to live my life for the last 8 years being scared and reminded that it could. Just posted on legal advice, Reddit legal advice, and was pretty much told the same thing. I just hate this whole thing. Inaction feels unsafe. Action feels unsafe. I feel unsafe.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say, first of all. And I don't know why he's never asked her, is she interested?
Is that what he wants from her, though?
Yeah, but why not? I mean, because she doesn't say, like, he asked me, I said no, and then he started stalking me. That's not what's happened. So,
or even like, why are you emailing me?
Yeah, but I don't like. It's too far now to ever consider anything. Right? It's very strange. And I don't have any advice.
No, so someone says, "Oh my God, what the fuck? I thought restraining / no contact orders extended to any forms of harassment. It is harassment.
Yeah.
I wish I were a lawyer so I knew more. Men can be so terrifying. I'm sorry you're going through this. It's absolutely inexcusable."
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
I just don't. Maybe as well because it's like he's doing it. It's really social media, right? So because he's doing that, maybe that changes matters as well.
No, but it's emails. It's not social media.
Yeah, which is network, right? So
Yeah.
it's computer. It's different than.
But she said
going
they're
up to
threatening,
her.
but not
Yeah.
hurt threatening.
No.
But still,
I mean, personally, I don't
I mean,
know.
what was I told? I had to message them back to say,
Stop it.
I don't want you
And if
to.
they keep doing it, we won't do anything anyway. Don't really know what to say. So that is really what happened with you. I have no faith in it. And I thought America might be different, but clearly not.
No, it's not about prevent. It's not about protecting.
It is once you've been hurt. And that's if they believe you.
Yeah.
So I don't really, like I say, that I don't have advice for her. I feel incredibly sorry for her.
It's just scary, isn't it?
So when you said about stalker, I thought, let me get one of them instead of enraging you with another cheating one, which was literally the next story I was going to read. So I thought, let me enrage you with this. Are you ready to move on or you want to keep going?
I'm trying to get out.
I can. I'm stuck.
Go.
Okay. Feel like I'm just existing. So this is from Reddit stalking. Okay? Just over a year ago, I passed my driving test. Something I put off for a long time and was finally proud of myself for something. Within months of passing, every time I go out, I get beeped at. Late at night. The other month, I walked out of the shop near on instantly, I get a beep. I used to go out to the gym at lunchtimes, but every time I get beeped at, I changed my schedule to the evening and it started happening at night too. Then everywhere I went, it has started. Even when I'm at home, I live close-ish to the main road. They beep every time at the same time. Last year, I was driving my mum somewhere and out of nowhere, this car started frantically beeping at us and following us. It nearly caused an accident. I found out that someone broke into my old house with a knife 4 years ago. Not sure on the exact details, but it seems heavily coincidental. See me, coincidental.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh! 3 years ago, fake dating profiles in names of my family members and other random names started appearing in drones, which has led to me completely isolating myself for 3 years. I've had my tyres slashed, been there. I've seen the stalker creeping around near my house and even heard him call my name in the middle of the night. The past 6 months, I've also noticed a load of alcohol cans across from where I live, as if he's been watching my house whilst drinking. We've got cameras installed now. I'm just existing and have been for the last 10 plus years. Life feels hopeless. I feel trapped inside my head. I've now quit the gym and haven't left my bedroom for over a month. Everyone told me it was over, but it seems like it's never ending. Every time I close my eyes, they're there. I can't even get away from it during my sleep, as I wake up to nightmares of this. What do you think?
That is quite scary.
It is quite scary.
I mean, I can see why she'd isolate herself.
Yeah.
I think I would too, because I'm a bit like that.
Because you'd be worried about your family.
Fuck
Yeah.
going outside.
What do you think I'd do?
I think you'd follow the beeping cars. What's your fucking
First
problem?
I'd go in the hall, pick up my Harley Quinn bat. You've seen my Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's
It's
at
a
home.
replica.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Walk out with that. Go, you got something to say? Like a moron. Nothing goes on in those moments. Like, so I was in my lounge, and then I heard someone speaking a different language coming from the kitchen. So both, have I told you this? Yeah. So my youngest was in his room, my eldest was in the bath, and my husband was in the cabin. So anyway, so I'm like, what is that? So I pause the telly, I get up, and I go into the hall, and there was some random man in my kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? Right? I was like, get the fuck out. And he started laughing. And then in my head, I was like, shit, right? So I did think shit. And then I was thinking, why is nobody, my husband, my 2 children, who, by the way, are nearly adults and way bigger than me, why is
But
nobody...
They weren't at the time.
Yeah, it was. I was living there. It was about a year ago.
No, it's longer than a year ago.
Can't have been. Mario, the policeman.
It weren't last year.
Do you reckon it was 2 years ago? No more than 2 years.
I feel like it was 2 to 3.
It wasn't... No, because that was COVID. Yeah. We were just coming out of COVID.
It was after COVID.
It was after COVID.
Yeah.
I reckon 2. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It happened.
Yeah, it happened. So anyway, so then he started laughing. And then I have a beautiful staffy. We've talked about her before, Cookie. So I've never seen her do it. She's soppy as anything. She come in between my legs and just was staring. And then he started backing out. And then as he was backing out, and I'm going, get the fuck out my house. You don't just walk into people's house. Get the fuck out. As I look, I've got like a utility room, like a U room. And there was another bloke there. So they went out. I locked the door. And that was really weird. But my instinct is to be aggressive. What do you think you would do?
Oh, aggression.
Aggression, yeah. Straight away aggression.
Away. And then I'd cry.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't, because nothing bad happened. But...
Yeah, but that would be adrenaline for me. That would make me cry.
But I think if it was a continuous thing and, you know, your life is being... torn apart, and you can't go out, but then I would never let that happen, because if you're stopping here, if they want to get you, they're going to get you no matter what, right?
Well, yeah, but
I'm not saying make it easy, but
there was parts of my life where I was like, I don't want to go out because of
the repercussions.
Yeah, the things that were happening on social media, and I had too many messages coming at me.
Yeah, but the way I see
And
it
I
is,
didn't go to certain areas because I was.
I mean, I get
worried.
the area thing, right? To stay away from certain areas, and then perhaps going with friends, going out with friends, making sure they're coming to get you, dropping you home, making sure that you are safe. I feel like that would be the way to then move forward with your life. I think locking yourself
but always
away.
relying on that other person to be able to do that as well.
I mean, I get it, babe, but I just can't. I just couldn't stop living my day to day because some fucking weirdo. Because if they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me, and I think that's where my mind would sit, and I would try and live my best life. And if they came for me, I'd go down swinging. That's it, simple as that. But that's me. Not everyone's like that. I'm just saying, there's got to be a better way. Instead of like giving up on everything that you are and where you belong.
But she's young as well.
No, I know. So maybe like some
is
boxing, some judo, something to feel more empowered. Right, go on, my love. No more thoughts? You got any more thoughts?
Do you know what? It's in this country. I don't know whether it'd be in America, but there is. It's based on martial arts, but it's basically street fighting, but not street fighting. It's how to protect yourself, and it's directed at women,
right?
And how to protect themselves.
So it's self-defense.
It is self-defense,
yeah,
but it's not like a martial art type,
right?
I can't think what it's called.
Why don't you?
But
I mean, I'd happily go to something like that.
Really, really good.
Yeah. I would happily go to something like that. Did you just throw my earring? You're so dramatic. Yeah. Just giving the game away with the earrings.
Anyways,
darling.
It's Am I the Arsehole for calling a lady at Costco a bleeping C word and her kid a little shit.
Well, it depends what they've done. I'll let you know. Probably not. I mean, no, that's not comfortable.
Do you know if you heard someone like shouting, part of me would be like, "Oh, who are you talking to?" And then another one would be like, "I would try to help laugh," but I would also be like, "What the hell?"
Well, I think it always depends on the content, because some of these kids, mate, are little shits and arseholes.
Do you know what? Outside my window,
here,
literally, like, was it yesterday or the day before? Outside my window, there was beeping, yeah.
Right.
So I had a nose, I had a look, like you do.
Yeah. Hello.
And there's cars parked on the other side of the road, and there's a car who doesn't have the right of way pushing his way through, and then it was a lady, and she was obviously coming towards him, and it was her right of way.
Right.
And he's still pushing, so she's come up onto the
curb,
onto pavement. He's not doing anything. He's just pushing forward,
right,
like bullying.
Yeah.
The car behind, a younger bloke, he was effing and blinding and was saying all sorts of quite racial things out the window at this woman, and all I kept thinking was, "Shame on you!"
Yeah.
Do you like younger generation, and you're talking to a woman like that, and you're actually the one in the wrong?
Yeah. I'm not even a little bit surprised. I think the whole world's gone mental, babe.
He was so rude to her.
Yeah.
So, like, proper racial slur. It was awful.
You know, by mine and Helen's, where you've got that dead bit of road, it's really thin. Yeah. It's got 17 potholes. I mean, we can go swimming there in the summer, right? I was coming back from dropping the kids to school, and then I automatically go up on the curb.
Yeah.
Automatically, because I know for anyone coming round there in the morning, it's really tight and difficult. But anyway, so I turn, it's really busy, and then this bloke, so this woman's coming up, this bloke will not get on the curb, and he is screaming, yelling, all this stuff at her, and she's going, there is a brick wall, I cannot move over anymore. He's like, you should have waited back there, but you can't actually, until you come round the corner, you can't see. You can't. So everyone's going, get up on the curb, get up on the fucking curb, right? So anyway, he managed to get up on the curb, still yelling at her because it was all her fault. And when she drove past me, she looked really upset. And I said to her, none of that was your fault. Not any of it. Not one little bit.
No.
No, he is...
A pig.
See you next Tuesday.
Right, anyway.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm not confrontational. But every once in a while,
Yeah.
I can be quite outspoken. Anyhow, I like going to Costco. Never really have any issues there, even when it's crazy busy, and on this day, it was. I normally go to the self-checkout lane, but I had a very full cart, so I got into one of the regular lanes. All the lanes are a minimum 10 carts deep, and that's after the long line to get where the employees direct you to the checkout lanes, if you've ever been in Costco.
I have, yeah. Love it.
It's just the checkout bit is a bit...
Even
shit,
then,
isn't
I
it?
still love it.
It's a bit like IKEA, isn't
Like,
it?
yay,
Trying to get
75
out.
donuts. Just for me.
As I'm waiting, a lady and her 10, maybe 12-year-old kid are coming perpendicular to me.
Right.
Thinking she's just cutting through, heading towards the toiletries section, I move my cart so she can get through.
Yeah.
She then pushed her cart and inserts herself into the line in
Oh,
front
hell
of me.
no. Oh, hell no.
She did not.
Oh, hell no.
I tap her on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me, I was letting you through, not letting you in the line."
Right.
She looks at me dumbfounded, and I repeat what I just said.
Right.
And she replies with, no English.
Let me help you. Let me help you with your cart.
In a, what I think was an Eastern European accent. Her kid starts talking to her in another language.
Of course, slagging him off.
Oh dear. So I let it go. We eventually get to the till. I mean, she let her go. She let it go.
Oh, see, I would
She let it
never
go.
be
I
able
would
to
be-
let it go.
Oh, it's hard.
No.
Yeah. So I let it go. We eventually get to the till. The employee there asked for her Costco card, and after all her things are scanned, asked if she'd be interested in donating to whatever charity. This is where I lose it, because she replies in a perfect Canadian accent
Yeah.
that she's not interested, and I blurt out, "You bleeping C word."
Yeah. See you next
A
Tuesday.
supervisor happens to be there and tells me I shouldn't use that language here, and no matter what the situation
I
is.
don't think so.
I tell him what happened and that it is the perfect situation to use that language. He replies with, she's with a kid, so no, I should not be using that language.
Please.
I look at the kid, then to the supervisor, and said, "This little shit just as bad for playing along with his mum, pretending she didn't speak English so they can cut in line. In fact, they should apologise, not just to me, but everyone behind me who got into line properly."
Yeah.
The supervisor looks at me frustrated and then just walks away. I'd be pissed off with that as well.
I mean, the whole situation would piss me off.
The lady pays for her stuff while I glare at her the whole time. She says nothing and then beelined to the exit.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh, it's fucking
so
rude.
embarrassing. It's cringy.
Ugh. I get to the till. The girl there with a smirk asks, "So, how's your day going?" As I hand her my membership card.
Yeah.
Rude. Edit. From the comments, it seems people are under the impression I was non-stop yelling. I did blurt out the insult in a volume loud enough for the lady to hear, but my conversation with the supervisor was at a regular talking volume. Edit 2. To the people saying he was just an innocent kid, no, he wasn't. He spoke to his mum immediately in another language, which either means he was smart enough to pick up on his mum saying no English,
Yeah.
or this is something he and his mother do all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think it's rude. There's no need for it. You have to wait like everybody else. I mean, how far I would have taken it depends where I would be in my monthly cycle. So we've got the part where I'd have been calmer and been like, not to worry, and not said anything. Or we've got the psycho where I would have picked up the cart, fully moved the cart, and done it that way and had like a fight in Costco's. But you've got Google Translate.
Honestly.
Or I would have like taken my cart and gone round the front of her. That would have been another.
That's something my mum would have done.
Yeah.
Or she would be like, "Come on, everybody, she's letting us all in."
Yeah,
Like,
that
the
would
amount of times. Honestly.
You proper sounded like your mum then. Your laugh is like your mum's as well, you know. When you laugh, it just reminds me of your mum's laugh.
Wow.
Because you do that kind of deep thing and then go. And Sarah, when I talk to Sarah, and like, because I listen to a podcast and the girl laughs like her, and I go to Sarah, she laughs like you, and then she goes, "What does it sound like?" And I went, "Ho, ho, ho." She went, "I sound like She went, "I sound like Santa." I was like, not at all, no. But I don't know. I can't. That's not my laugh. My laugh's more seal-like, isn't it?
I'm like,
Mine's more like, ha. I do have a little short one.
hold on, next time.
Oh,
just
sorry.
push the trolley out of the line and point them into the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Universal language.
Yeah, move, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move,
Uh,
bitch.
Not
Get out the
arsehole,
way.
She really is. And so was her kid. The
Yeah.
manager should have voided the transaction and pushed them back to the line.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of resistance.
A lot of resistance.
The manager is just trying to get through the day.
Literally.
With a little drama as possible.
When I worked in Wilco's, and then customers would come in, right, and they go, "Oh my God, you're out of blah blah." I go, "Do you think I have any control of shipping, ordering? No, I am a bitch that works on. It's nothing to do with me. I don't order. All I do is I get the trolley, I put the stuff, I walk round like telling people. That's it. It's nothing to do with me." Let me tell you as well, right, for whoever's listening to us, do not let your children eat pick and mix, yeah, because
I'm going deep now.
because the people that would come into store, and when I say skank, oh my God, and they would put their hands in that pick and mix and eat it. Whereas when it's done very hygienically from the staff. So it is, gloves are on, aprons are on, and it was put in lovely. But people would come in and take it. And 99% of the population don't even wash their hands.
99?
Yeah, do you want a quick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love a quickie.
It's Bridezilla. I'm hoping we can get a little giggle.
Yes.
Yes, because they're all insane as well. Bride afraid of being upstaged by a toddler. I mean, I loved it. Do you know as well, I've noticed in the videos.
Honestly, when I was editing the other day, I was pushing it through quite quickly, so it was like
your eyebrow.
My facial expressions.
You're very expressive.
I am literally like licking my teeth. My
do
eyebrow.
that. I move.
I am frowning. I'm angry.
I move so much.
Listening to your stories, I'm just like.
I tell you what else as well. If a word is said and that's a song I know, I then start singing whatever song that word goes with. I can't help it. It just happens. This one
That's why
time.
I said Texas, and then I looked at you. I'm like, come on then.
Ain't no holding. See? Right.
Go.
Sorry. Bride afraid of being upstaged by a toddler. Bridezilla read it. So, what do you do when your sister-in-law is freaking out crying because she thinks she's crying.
Oh, shit.
Boo-hoo! Because her nephew, 1.5-year-old, is going to steal the spotlight from her wedding. You move on with your life. She asked him to be the ring bearer and supplied the accessories. She made a board book for him all about being a ring bearer. She made like a mood board, I'm assuming. It
Yeah.
says, book for him all about being a ring bearer. He wouldn't have absorbed any of
He's
that.
won.
Right. I thought she was excited. What gives all of a sudden? Question mark. Did I need to say question mark? No.
I've edited this in.
What,
You
where
know.
I say question mark?
Yeah.
An explanation
And
mark?
you're like, did I need to say that?
I think leave it in.
Yeah, you could.
Let
No,
the-
I haven't taken it out.
Oh, I was going to say, let them know how
put it in the
I am.
Question mark.
Question mark, explanation mark. Anyway, so do you not take your son to the wedding? Do you take him away, but try to make sure he doesn't have too much fun and upstage her? Feel like I'm dodging eggshells as I chase after a toddler. I have no idea what she's upset about.
Because he's going to look cute.
I'm
And everyone's gonna
guessing.
go,
Oh, because I would definitely.
And
be
then
like,
they'll go for the
"Oh."
drink and no one will care.
No one will care. People will be like, "Why is that baby still here? We're
Yeah.
drunk."
He literally will walk down, hand over the ring, everyone go, oh. And
Yeah.
then that's it, he's done his bit, and no one will notice him forever.
No one. Oh, bridezilla, afraid of being upstaged by a toddler. I'm the same. My husband.
I'm the same. Oh,
My husband and I have a party for our family a year later. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's because she's having a traditional wedding, she said. I'm having trouble wrapping my head around how she's feeling this week. I get stressed too, but this seems extreme. I have no idea what. Then don't have him as the page boy. Ask your sister or sister-in-law, whatever it is, to get a babysitter if you don't want babies there. Babies, honestly, there is no way of getting a toddler, I'm going to say up to the age of 4, maybe, to walk down an aisle to give you a ring. They're just going to do what they want to do. How old was Jen's little one? 1 she was, wasn't she? She weren't far off.
yeah, she was walking.
Yeah.
Same age as
Just
mine,
about,
so-
yeah. I can't even remember what year they got married.
Was it 2016?
Maybe.
17?
But she was everywhere and I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh no, come here. And then I was like, oh, maybe I don't do that because she was
Well, mine were
excited.
page boys, weren't they? Mine weren't
Yeah.
even in their photos because they were off doing their own fucking
Yeah,
thing.
and it was I wasn't like, oh my God. There's no, like, I don't know. It's very strange to me. I think people get upset for all the wrong reasons. But we have discussed this many times about when you're getting married, everything is
It's
heightened.
all heightened, yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't need to worry about a toddler up staging her at all. I think if you don't want to read anymore, we've ended on quite a light-hearted one there.
Sure.
Yeah, you done? Ain't no hold 'em. Right, so do join us again in another episode. I don't know. So
We were sponsored today
by
by... What were we sponsored by?
who were we sponsored by? Oh, that's right. No one sponsor us.
Yeah, feel free. Get in touch.
No, so thanks for joining. Please follow, subscribe for more content and have a giggle with us. That's it.
What she said.
Is her eyebrow up? I can do the eyebrow thing as well. Yeah.
That's good.
Am I doing it?
No. Oh, you were a little bit.
I feel like I've forgotten how to do it because yours is always
I
up,
don't
so-
do it.
You do
I
it.
don't
It's
do
like
it.
a natural thing, babe. Yours is like permanently. What'd you say? What'd you say?
When I have my eyebrows done, I'm like, don't do it where it is. Like, bring it back down.
We're going out next weekend. We're very excited.
to a disco.
It's not
Nah.
a disco. It's called a disco, but it's,
No, it's
not a
not.
disco. Our
What-
friend is a
what's-
DJ.
What's the invite say?
You said
Got
disco.
an
You
invitation to a disco.
yeah, it's not a disco, darling. You did
It's on the
say
group chat.
disco though.
It does say disco on it, and
Yeah.
that's why I keep saying disco.
But
because it
I
kind of
fe-
upsets everybody.
I feel like yeah.
It's not a disco.
Well, you say everyone.
Disco,
I'm the only
disco.
one that commented and went disco though.
Yeah, that's because I've already done it to Helen. She's just like,
It's
I'm
not a
going there.
disco. Yeah. Disco. 90s house. So we're going to be all glam. I'm
Very
excited.
disco.
So, you know when you think we look amazing because you see that photo, we like had loads of makeup on. If you watch the videos, you'll see.
I always look like that.
She does not. So if you look at the, I mean, they can see you don't.
Flawless. Flawless.
But we will be next weekend. I'm excited. A little boogie on down, a little bow, bow, bow. A little, this ain't Texas. I don't think that'd be playing because it's 90s. 90s house, so the best.
I ain't being funny.
Where did I read that? Oh, there. House.
House.
90s house.
90s house.
House.
And house.
Yeah, so 90s house. House.
What's the difference between 90s house and a house?
I've no idea. Do I know what house is?
Era.
I just, you know, there's quite a few DJs on as well. Do we know those people?
Yeah, they were there last time.
Did-
Dempsey was.
Did we speak to them?
I did.
Oh, did I not?
I don't know.
Oh, were they DJing?
You and Jenna are too busy being number one fans.
We were number one fans because
I know him.
we know him.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
We were in every video.
I know.
We're like,
At the front.
this ain't Texas. Woo! Best night ever.
It was actually.
Best night. I had a really
I
great
was
time.
drinking water and then got told to calm down. I was like, you do know I'm only drinking
Who
water.
told you to calm down?
One of the other boys.
Okay.
Love
Bye
you,
bye, my darling. This ain't Texas. That was quite good.